Once upon a time in a faraway kingdom nestled between rolling hills and sparkling waters lived a young prince named Orion. Unlike his peers, Orion wasn't interested in jousting or hunting. His heart belonged to the stars. Every night he would climb the tallest tower in the kingdom, the one with a view of the entire cosmos, and dream of distant galaxies and planets. The other princes thought him odd, but the king, Orion's father, encouraged his son's interest in the heavens. He believed there was more to the world than their small kingdom and wanted Orion to see it. One day, while exploring the royal library, Orion stumbled upon an ancient book with celestial charts and constellations. It was then he learned about a hidden academy for star readers, an institution dedicated to understanding the universe beyond their world. Overjoyed, Orion begged his father for permission to attend the academy, but the king hesitated. The journey was perilous, and he feared for his son's safety. Still, he couldn't deny Orion's dream, so he equipped his son with provisions and enchanted armor and sent him off with a royal escort to the Star Readers Academy. The journey was long and arduous, filled with dense forests and treacherous mountain passes, but Orion's determination never wavered. Finally, after weeks of travel, the escort announced they had reached the Star Readers Academy, hidden away on a secluded island shrouded in mist. As Orion stepped foot on the island, he felt a surge of magic unlike anything he'd experienced before. The trees hummed with energy, and the very air seemed to shimmer with celestial power. Upon entering the academy, Orion was met with a sight that took his breath away. Inside, students were soaring through the air, manipulating elements with a wave of their hands, and even conversing with celestial beings. It was a spectacle that confirmed Orion had found the right place. Orion was sorted into a class with 5 other students from different corners of the magical world. His classmates were a mix of curious elves, a studious gnome, a determined dwarf, and a mysterious girl with flowing silver hair and eyes that mirrored the cosmos. Under the guidance of their mentor, a wise and old mage named Alara, the students began their rigorous training. They delved deep into the secrets of the universe, learning about the composition of stars and planets and mastering techniques to harness celestial energy. One day during a lesson on astrology, Alara revealed the true purpose of the Star Readers Academy. She told her students that every 10,000 years, a great convergence occurred, aligning all the stars in the galaxy, creating a once-in-a-millennium opportunity to travel to distant worlds. The next few years flew by in a flurry of lessons, friendships, and magical discoveries. Orion and his classmates learned how to read the stars, predict celestial events, and harness the energy of the cosmos. Orion's natural talent and insatiable curiosity made him a standout student, often earning him praise from his mentors. But amidst the intense training, Orion couldn't shake off a growing unease. While studying ancient texts, he eagerly learned of a prophecy foretelling a great cataclysm that would befall their world when the stars converged again. The prophecy spoke of a looming darkness that threatened to consume everything. As the day of the convergence approached, Orion's anxiety grew. He confided in his closest friend, Serena, who had become a powerful sorceress with an uncanny ability to commune with celestial beings. Together, they pored over ancient texts, searching for any clue to unravel the prophecy's cryptic message. Meanwhile, the rest of the class focused on honing their skills, preparing for the momentous occasion when they would use their newfound knowledge to explore the universe. The day finally arrived when the sky blazed with otherworldly light as all the stars aligned. The Star Readers Academy came alive with excitement and anticipation. Students, mentors, and even the mystical guardians of the island gathered in the grand hall. As the energy of the convergence coursed through the island, portals shimmered into existence, each one a gateway to a different world. When it was his turn, Orion stepped forward, his heart pounding in his chest. He had chosen a portal that glowed with a gentle blue light, which Aurora had identified as a sign of peace and harmony. Just as Orion was about to step through, a chilling voice echoed across the hall. So the prophecy begins. A dark figure materialized, cloaked in shadows with eyes that burned like embers. I've waited millennia for this moment, the figure continued, revealing himself as Malkur, the Lord of Shadows. With the convergence, I can drain the life force from all these worlds and plunge them into eternal darkness. Before anyone could react, Malkur unleashed bolts of shadow magic, throwing the hall into chaos. As pandemonium erupted, Orion instinctively reached out, drawing upon the celestial energy he'd been trained to harness. A surge of power flowed through him, pushing back the encroaching darkness. Remembering his mentor's teachings, Orion focused his energy, calling upon the stars for guidance and strength. A brilliant star map formed in his hand, radiating a celestial light that pushed back the shadows. Encouraged by Orion's unexpected display of power, the other students joined the fight, each using their unique abilities to push back the darkness. Meanwhile, Alora confronted Malkur, buying time for the others. The battle raged, shaking the very foundations of the academy. Suddenly, Orion noticed something peculiar. The blue light emanating from his star map was fading, mirroring the struggle between light and darkness taking place within him. Realizing the connection between his inner light and the fate of the universe, Orion delved deeper within himself, finding a reservoir of pure celestial energy. With renewed purpose, he channeled his energy, infusing the map with blinding brilliance. The light exploded outward, banishing the shadows and sending Malakar and his minions fleeing. In the aftermath, as the dying light of the convergence faded, leaving the portals unstable and unpredictable, the students regrouped. Despite their victory, they knew their battle with Malkur was only the beginning. With the guidance of their mentors, they stabilized the portals, ensuring the worlds they led to wouldn't be consumed by darkness. Then they ventured forth, each choosing a different path to explore the vastness of the universe. Traveling to distant worlds, Orion and his companions encountered wondrous sights, from crystalline cities floating in the clouds to underwater realms teeming with bioluminescent life. They helped civilizations in peril, solved cosmic mysteries, and forged alliances with celestial beings. Through it all, Orion's leadership and strategic brilliance shone, guiding his friends and earning the respect of those they encountered. But as their adventures continued, whispers of an impending doom followed them from planet to planet. It became clear that Malkur's defeat had only been a temporary reprieve. As they journeyed, Orion and his companions searched for clues to unravel the prophecy, hoping to find a way to avert the looming cataclysm. Their quest led them to ancient ruins, forgotten libraries, and enigmatic oracles, piecing together fragments of the prophecy and learning of a hidden artifact known as the Starfire Amulet. Legend spoke of its power to manipulate the very essence of starlight, capable of either bringing light to darkness or plunging worlds into eternal night. Following cryptic clues, Orion and his friends raced against time to locate the amulet, facing perilous challenges and battling remnants of Malkur's forces who sought to claim its power for themselves. Their determination and the bonds they forged in the Star Readers Academy held firm under the pressure. Finally, after a harrowing journey, they discovered the Starfire Amulet hidden within a meteor crater on a remote world. But their triumph was short-lived. Malkur appeared, having tracked them to this very spot. With the amulet at stake, an epic battle ensued. Malkur, fueled by his desire for ultimate power, proved to be a formidable opponent, wielding dark magic with ruthless precision. Yet Orion and his companions fought valiantly, their combined powers creating a symphony of celestial energy that shook the very foundations of the world. As the battle reached its climax, Orion realized that defeating Malkur wouldn't be enough to avert the prophecy. Only the Starfire Amulet held the key. Channeling his celestial energy, he reached out to touch the amulet, and in that instant, its full power surged through him. With newfound abilities, Orion banished Malkur, sealing his dark magic away. preventing him from ever using it again. But Orion's victory was bittersweet. The weight of the prophecy and the fate of countless worlds now rested upon him. Using the Starfire amulet's power, Orion and his companions traveled to each world touched by the convergence, sharing their knowledge and uniting civilizations. They built alliances, establishing a network of protectors spanning the cosmos, ready to stand against the shadows when they inevitably returned. And so, as the era of the Great Convergence drew to a close, Orion looked to the future, knowing that while the immediate threat had passed, the battle for the light would continue for millennia to come. With the responsibility of safeguarding the universe now firmly on his shoulders, Orion, along with his loyal companions, stood ready. Their adventure had just begun,